Hello, I'm Matt Wilson, product manager on the defense stage and also interim on secure. I am going to be doing the kickoff for 12.6 release. We're going to be looking at the dynamic application security testing, or DAST work. Let's take a look at the planning board. So for the 12.6 release, we're looking at items that are marked for deliverable. So these are our items that are committed for this release. We have other items that we label with stretch goals, and of course there are things like technical items. You can review those as well, like everything here at GitLab. This issue board is public. If you look for the SD planning board, and you'll find these items under the 12.6 release. Right now I've got this filtered out to just center deliverable and direction items. So this release, we have one thing that we did not talk about last time and three other items that are carryover. So I'm going to do a brief recap of those items, but let's dig into the first one. So showing the most affected projects in the group security dashboard. So the group security dashboard is a great place to see an overview of all of the scan and the threat activity inside of all of the projects that are inside that group. Now, one of the things that we want to make it easier to do is to get a quick high-level overview of what needs your attention. So we have this proposed grading system, which let me show the detail of what we're looking at here. So this would be the group security dashboard. You can see the typical list of all of the vulnerabilities across all of the different project types. Now, of course, you can filter by specific project, but what we're proposing adding here is this little project security status, basically a grade, and how many projects are there within each one. So this can easily sort of narrow focus to things that are, with a grade of F. So if I flip back over to what this is, one critical active vulnerability. So these are the things that you would want to put your most immediate attention on. Now, you'll notice the little plus sign here. You can click to quickly expand and see which specific project it is that has that particular grade. And then you can use that to drill quickly into each one. So this is just more usability improvements to make the information that is most important to address first more readily accessible in the security dashboard. So this is again in the group security dashboard. Most affected projects will be displayed on the right-hand panel now and given this letter grade according to this rating system. So this is another item from 12.5 that has carried over. We will continue working on it in 12.6. As a quick review, the configuration screen for secure features. We want to show enabled and disabled scanners. So this is going to be, as a quick recap, we're going to add a new screen to the left-hand menu bar. So under the security and compliance section, there will be a new configuration screen. This new configuration screen is where you can see the various scanners. So we've got our SAST, DAST, container scanning dependency, and license compliance right now. So you will see that if something has been enabled, it will show a status of configured, and things that have not yet been configured will also be displayed here. If you have auto DevOps enabled, you'll see that everything is already set to configured. Now, since this is the MVC, you don't have the ability to actually go in and change the configuration options, or if something has been enabled, has been configured, you can't disable it yet. That will be coming in a future release, but this is the first step in allowing that kind of configuration directly from the UI instead of having to do it purely through configuration files. So we're excited to see this improvement coming in the 12.6 release. Another 12.5 item that is carrying over into 12.6 that we are targeting completion in this release is displaying in the MR if a security report is outdated. So a quick recap on this. Sometimes the target branch, this happens a lot with the default or the master branch. There may be a situation where the security scan is stale. So when you go to check in a new feature branch, if that new feature branch basically looks like it has a lot of identified vulnerabilities because it's not being properly compared to the target branch. So we are going to be adding right here an indicator that says security report is out of date. So giving you an option to rerun the pipeline for that target branch and then rerunning that comparison so that you actually have an accurate count of any potential new vulnerabilities in the feature branch versus the target branch. And ideally, after you run that scan, you will see that the numbers match between the two branches. And then finally, this is one more 12.5 item that is carrying over into 12.6 that we are targeting to have delivered now, is hiding dismissed vulnerabilities in the security the security dashboards. So you'll notice a toggle added to the top of the security dashboard. Let's see if we can make this a little bigger. It'll say hide dismissed, and when you toggle this, it'll be on by default. Any dismissed items will not appear in the vulnerability list. So things that you've already taken an action on, it's just to help to reduce clutter. And again, like with the showing kind of the most affected projects, putting your attention on exactly what needs it. Now, of course, if you toggle this off, it will display any dismissed vulnerabilities in the event that you need to undo the dismissal for whatever reason. Now, one thing that I do want to note is a lot of this work was completed in 12.5, and it is available under a feature flag on GitLab.com right now. So while it is not available in the on-prem yet, if you are using GitLab.com and you would like to see this in action, you can go ahead and check that out now. But we will be completing the work for the 12.6 release. And with that, that concludes our deliverable items for the 12.6 for DAST. And I hope you are as excited as I am about all the functionality. And there's a lot here, and it's been a lot of work, and it's taken a good deal of effort to carry it this far forward. But we think that the usability is going to go a long way in really helping you have a lot more focus and visibility on the items that really need your attention in your full security workflow. Thank you.